Hello, and welcome to this week's discussion of Parshat Vayechi, the last Parsha in the book of Bereshit, the book of Genesis. As we start, as always, I encourage you to read in the comments below out loud the blessing to elevate and sanctify this moment of studying Torah. I'm also, just a quick note, still in California, and this is the end of the week, heading into Shabbat of a devastating week. And it feels almost surreal to be doing something as mundane as this in the shadow and in the midst of all of the destruction that is happening right now. There are many ways to be supporting those who have been directly affected by the fires, and I encourage people to check those out a lot online, especially for monetary donations to help ensure the most immediate needs are taken care of right away from emergency responders. So just heading into the Shabbat, wishing that everybody is able to be taken care of and find comfort in these very, very difficult days. Parshat Vayechi, the spot that I want to focus on is this one particular element where after Jacob dies and all of the brothers bring him to the cave of Machpelah and they bury him and they get back to Egypt, the brothers say, Vayir'u ache Yosef ki met avihem. And his brothers were scared because their father had died. And they were worried that Yosef, that their brother, was only treating them well because Yaakov, their father, was alive. And now that he was dead, he was going to change his behavior towards them and seek retribution for what they had done all those years ago. And so they did something which I guess they thought was a smart idea at the time, and they lied to Yosef. The brothers conspired to go to Yosef and they said, Yosef, before Dad died, he told us to tell you to take care of us, to let bygones be bygones and don't hold a grudge against us. And when they were telling him this, Joseph wept. We have two incredible lessons from this moment. The first lesson is in understanding Joseph's reaction. First, his weeping, that he felt that no matter what he had done to demonstrate to his brothers, as he said, don't be worried because you think it was for the bad, but God, Hashem, sent me to do good, so it was for the good. And after everything that he did to help their lives be improved during the famine and then for the many, many years afterwards, he's weeping because what else could I do to prove to them that I am so genuine in moving forward and in helping my family? And the other lesson that we can learn in terms of this episode is that no matter what was happening externally, the brothers were never able to let go themselves or to forgive themselves for what they had done when they wronged their brother Joseph. So the lesson we learned here is that when we wrong people, no matter what we do, no matter the tshuva, no matter the external circumstances, no matter how much they say that they forgive us, there's always that part inside of us when we wrong somebody that will feel it forever. It never goes away. The only thing that I can say in that regard, as we think about what could we do differently, is that's a lesson in never wronging people. Is knowing that if we are doing something that is knowingly wrong, as Joseph's brothers did when they sought to kill him and then they sold him into slavery, they knew what they were doing was wrong. And whatever they worked to do over the rest of their lives, they could never right that internal wrong. So in that moment, they had the opportunity to have not done that, and it would have made all of the difference for them. So as we head into this Shabbat, in addition to our hopes and prayers and all of the support that we can provide for those directly affected by these fires, let's also think about what are the ways in which we can always seek to do right by people, not just because it's the right thing to do for them, but because of the way that it impacts us. Shabbat Shalom.